Good morning, student. Welcome to our Aadhaar ICS YouTube channel. I'm Rashmi Singh. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. Now we are going to discuss the international affair. In the last classes, we have covered our national affairs section, in which we will discuss from January to December 2022 news. These points are equally important for all your upcoming PT exam, so please try to pay attention during the classes. And please try to watch the complete video. The first point is recently Saudi Arabia Petro Company Aramco has overtaken Apple to become the world's most valuable company. Aramco has reached the market value of rupees 2.242 billion 442 trillion dollar. It's trillion dollar. So in this point, you have to remember that it's a Saudi Arabia petro company have overtaken Apple and it's become the most valuable company. Aramco has reached the market value of dollar 2.42 trillion. Okay. Next point. Minister of State for Renewable Energy and Chemical and Fertilizer Sri Bhagwan Khubas from India participated in the Inter-Solar Europe 2022 event organized by Indo-German Energy Forum in Germany. In this you have to remember it's the Inter Solar Europe 22 event organized by Indo-German. Means it's a collaboration between the India and Germany Energy Forum and in Germany. So it was for renewable energy and chemical fertilizers. Sri Bhagwan Khobas from India participated in Inter Solar Europe 22. Okay, all these facts you have to remember. Coming to the next point, the 15th United Nations Conference on Desertification UNCCD COP15 was held in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. On behalf of India, Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Bhupendra Yadav has participated in this. In the following points, it's about the 15th United Nations Conference was held in Ivory Coast. On behalf of Indian Environment, Forest, Climate Change Minister Bhupendra Yadav has participated. In this point, you have to remember it's the 15th United Nations Conference. It was held in Abidjan, Ivory Coast, and on behalf of India, who participated, Bhupendra Singh Yadav has participated. For students, those who haven't watched our national affairs section, you can go through the link and can check the national current affairs section, because now we are going through international affairs. The national affairs have been completed by us, so if you want to revise it, you can go through the link and you can revise from January to December national affairs. And now we are going through international affairs. Okay, both these section are important in case of coming exams of PT exams. And those who have not yet subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. Try to watch the complete video and share the link with the other people, other needy people, those who are in need of current affair, national or international affairs. Coming to the next point, on the occasion of Buddha Purnima on May 16th, 2022, remember we are going through the May current international affairs. On Buddha Purnima on May 16, 2022, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Lumbini. Lumbini is in Nepal. So Indian Prime Minister on Buddha Purnima visited Lumbini, the birthplace of Lord Buddha. During this, 6 agreements were signed in the field of rock and hydropower between two countries, means between India and Nepal. 6 agreements were signed. What was they? It was in the field of rock and hydropower station. So it was signed on 16th May, that is Buddha Purnima. The Indian Prime Minister and the Nepal Prime Minister both signed an agreement, and the agreement is on six agreements. It's between rock and hydropower. Next point, world's longest suspension bridge has been opened for people in Czech Republic. This bridge is situated at a height of 95 meter from the valley and its length is 721 meter. The bridge is named as Sky Bridge 721. It's the world's longest suspension bridge and has been opened for people in Czech Republic. So you have to remember it's the world's longest suspension bridge. The bridge height is 95 centimeter and its length is 721 meter. That's why it is named as Sky Bridge 721 meter. The name of the bridge is Sky Bridge 721 because its length is 721 meter. Okay. Coming to the next point, the annual meeting of World Economic Forum was held in Davos in Switzerland. Commerce and Industry Prime Minister Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal led the meeting from Indian side. Means it's the World Economic Forum meeting. It was held in Switzerland, and our Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal has participated in the meeting from India. Next point is about Belgium has become the first country to make a 21-day quarantine mandatory for the patient suffering from the monkeypox virus. Means it's a 21-day quarantine program for those patients who are suffering from monkeypox virus, and this has been done in Belgium, and Belgium has become the first country to make a 21-day quarantine. Remember, previous quarantine was for 14 days. It's for COVID, and this quarantine day it will complete 21 days quarantine, and it's for monkeypox virus. Okay, please try to watch the complete video so that you can easily able to learn the international current affairs. Coming to the next point, Union Minister, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia addressed 75th World Health Assembly held in Geneva on behalf of India. To who has participated? Our Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia addressed the 75th World Health Assembly which was held in Geneva. You have to remember, participated by Mansukh Mandavia. Next point is about three Indians have included in the world's 100 most influential people of 2022. So you have to remember because it's from India. Three Indians have included in the world's 100 most influence, means those who influence the people most. The three Indians are in this list. The first, and this was released by Time magazine. The first was Karuna Nandi, the Supreme Court advocate. Second is Gautam Adani, the businessman. And the last, Khurram Parvez, Kashmiri human rights activist. So you have to remember these three names. I repeat, Karuna Nandi, Supreme Court advocate. Second, Gautam Adani, businessman. And the third, Khurram Parvez, Kashmiri human rights activist. Coming to the next point, it's again the Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Mansukh Mandavia and Minister of Chemical and Fertilizer during his visit to Jordan has signed an agreement for cooperation in the field of fertilizer. Means Mansukh Mandavia, the Union Minister of Health, and the Family Welfare Minister of Chemicals and Fertilizer, both has signed an agreement with Jordan for the cooperation in the field of fertilizer. Okay. The next point is about BRICS. The seventh meeting of culture ministers BRICS countries was hosted by China, in which Meenakshi Lekhi, the Minister of State for Culture, Meenakshi Lekhi, the Minister of State for Culture and External Affairs from India, has participated through video conferencing. Who have participated? Meenakshi Lekhi and External Affairs Minister. Both have participated in the seventh meeting of Culture Minister of BRICS countries. Okay, through video conferencing. It was a virtual meeting. Next point, India was awarded the Country of Honor at the Cannes Film Festival held in France. India was awarded as a Country of Honor, where it was in Cannes Film Festival, which was organized in France. Coming to the next point, on May 24th, Quad Summit was organized in Tokyo. It was organized in Tokyo, Japan, in which Quad countries India, Japan, USA, and Australia have participated. So you have to remember who are the Quad members. And on 24th of May, Quad Summit was organized in Tokyo in Japan. So these are all important facts. What they discussed about the following points: China and Solomon Island, Russia and Ukraine, and Indo-Pacific region. The most hot topics have been discussed by them. These are China and Solomon Island, Russia and Ukraine war, and the last Indo-Pacific region. Okay. Students, you have to watch our videos regularly for your revision for your national affair and international current affairs, because in the month of February many exams are going to co- o- cover, so you have to watch these videos regularly. Recently, Sweden and Finland have submitted application to join NATO. Due to Russia-Ukraine war, both these countries become ready to join NATO. Which two countries are ready to join? Sweden and Finland. Coming to the next point, on May 19th, meeting of foreign ministers of BRICS countries was held, which was hosted by China, which Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has participated. Means the BRICS meeting was conducted in China, and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has participated in this meeting. Okay. Students, we are covering now international section. Very soon we will cover science and tech section, economic survey, economic budgets, awards, sports section, and those the miscellaneous parts which are left in the current affairs section. We are going to cover all those sections. So do watch our complete video and try to like and share the link with the other educational group. Coming to the next point, Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina gave her assent to India to permit the use of Chittagong port. Who has given this permission? Bangladesh PM, that is Sheikh Hasina, gave her assent to India to permit the use of Chittagong port. Next point is about its recently India contributed $7 million to the Hindi UN project. It's a Hindi UN project to promote the use of Hindi in the United Nations and to bring awareness about global issues to Hindi speaking people. Means this program is to promote the Hindi language, and the India has contributed about 8 billion to the Hindi UN project to promote the use of Hindi and the United Nations to bring the awareness about the global use of Hindi speaking people. So this point is important because our mother tongue has given importance in UN. Okay. Coming to the next point, PM Modi has participated in recently organized the Indian Nordic Summit in Copenhagen, capital of Denmark. It was participated. It was held in Copenhagen, and it was participated by PM Modi. He has also visited the Nordic countries. He has visited the Nordic countries. Cooperation in the field of climate change, renewable energy, blue economy were discussed in the conference. What was the motive of this conference? It was in the field the betterment in the field of climatic change, renewable energy, blue economy, etc. And which are the Nordic countries? You have to remember the members of the Nordic countries. They are Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Norway, and Iceland. Next point. After Russia exit from United Nations Human Rights Council, the Czech Republic was elected as its new member. You have to remember, means there will be a question which country is the new member of the United Nations Human Rights Association. The answer will be Czech Republic as elected as its new member country. And UNHRC was established in 2006 by the United Nations General Assembly, which comprised of 47 members. State means it was established in 2006, and the member of this assembly was 47 member states. Next point, Nepal's mountaineer Kami Rita Sherpa set a record for climbing Mount Everest for 26 times. It was 26 times that Nepal Kami Rita Sherpa has set a record for climbing the Mount Everest. So remember her name. These things you can remember only by watching the videos regularly. Means after within 2 3 days you have to regularly you have to watch the national section and international affairs section so that you can recall these things. Because these things are new to us. You are not aware of these things because these happened once in a month or once in a year. Because all those conventional topics such as history, geography, once you read it or learn it, you can recall. But the current affairs section needs regular reading of this reading habit. Coming to the next point, this today's topic is a bit lengthy, so please try to pay attention. The status of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel has been unveiled. It's the statue. It's a printing mistake. The statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel has been unveiled in Canada, Satnam Mandir. The event was addressed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually. Means it was attended virtually, and the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel has been unveiled in Canada. That is Satnam Mandir. You have to remember the temple's name. Coming to the next point, the Adani Group for the first time acquired franchisee ownership rights in T20 competition in the United Arab Emirates. Means Adani Group for the first time given the franchisee of T20 competition, T20 ownership rights. Which company? Adani Groups for the first time acquired the franchisee ownership rights in the T20 matches in the UAE. Okay. Next point, the Brazilian landscape garden Sitio Roberto Burle Marx has been given the place in the list of UNESCO World Heritage List. It's given in the list of UNESCO World Heritage List. The name of the landscape garden is Sitio Roberto Burle Marx. Next point is about world's first taxi flying airport. It's the world first taxi flying airport named as Airport. Vertiport has been opened in England. So it has been opened in England and it's the first taxi flying airport. Next point is about report on food crisis. Global report on food crisis 2022. It's really it's released by Global Network Against Food Crisis. Globally, more than 40,000 million people have faced worse level of food insecurity in 2021 and 22. All this because of COVID pandemic the people has face the food crisis. Globally, more than 40,000 people million have 40 million people have faced these levels of problems, that is insecurity, food insecurity in the year of 2020 and 21. Coming to the next point, it's about African country Egypt. Egypt has signed an agreement to import 5 lakh tons of wheat from India. Means Egypt will import 5 lakh tons from India. Okay. India and Germany. Next point is about India and Germany have jointly declared to form a task force on green hydrogen. Which country? India and Germany have jointly declared to form a task force on green hydrogen in the field of renewable energy. Along with this agreement, Along with this agreement have also been signed between the two of the triangular cooperation development. Okay, they will sign a triangular cooperation development also. Next point, Indian origin Nand Moolchandani has been elected as the first Chief Technology Officer of Central Intelligence Agency of the USA. Means Indian origin, his name is Nand Moolchandani. He has been elected as the first Chief Technology Officer. Remember, he is the first Chief Technology Officer of Central Intelligence Agency of the USA. Means he has been elected in USA as the central agency. Okay, and his name is Nand Moolchandani. Next point is about the world's longest glass bridge. Okay, what is this? It's world's longest glass bridge named as Beach Long Pedestrian Bridge with White Dragon. White Dragon has been built in Vietnam. It is built in Vietnam. Its length is 632 meter and height is 150 meter. It's the world's longest glass bridge and it is named as Beach Long Pedestrian Bridge. Next point, recently Korea has become the first Asian country to join the NATO cyber defense group. Which country has been joined? South Korea. Okay, it's the first Asian country, is the first among the Asian countries to join the NATO cyber defense group. Those who have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe, like the link and please share the link with the other educational group. And please try to watch the complete video because if you watch 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it will not favor for any exam. You have to watch our complete video and do watch other class regularly also by all classes of geography, polity, science, history. All the class are equally important for your exams mostly for PT exams, and some classes of subjective have also been started which are important for mains classes. Next point, recently the meeting of regional anti-terrorist structure of SCO RADS was held in New Delhi. India has assumed the chairmanship of SCO RADS in 2021 for the year for 1 year. The main focus of the meeting was Taliban regime in Afghanistan. So, anti-terrorist structure of SCO that was held in New Delhi. Most important, it's held in New Delhi. India has assumed the chairmanship of SCO RADS, means India is the chair. India will be held as a chairman country, and the main focus of the meeting was Taliban regime in Afghanistan. Okay. For now, this we complete our May current affairs. Now we will go through June international affairs. Okay. We will cover the June IR. So the first point, coming to the first point, first of all, I want to tell you that please revise the national current affairs section. Okay. The first point is recently Israel and UAE Arab has signed their first free trade agreement to enhance the trade and commercial sides. Which country? Israel and UAE have signed their first free trade agreement. Means these two countries, Israel and UAE, have signed their first free trade agreement to enhance the trade and commercial ties. Okay. Next point is about the 50 years of Stockholm Conference. On the occasion of 50 years of Stockholm Conference, India and Canada have signed an agreement for cooperation in the field of climate change and environmental protection. It was celebrated on the occasion of 50 years of Stockholm Conference. Which two countries? India and Canada have signed an agreement for the cooperation in the field of climate change and environment protection. The Stockholm Conference was held in 1972, and this year during 2022 it completes at 50 years. Stockholm Conference held in 1972 and was the first environmental conference. Remember, it's a first environmental conference. This is very important for ecological section, ecology and environment section. So please try to remember the point or recall the points again and again. Next point is about India's Ramkrishna Mukkavali is the first Indian to get global recognition for water management by United Nations Global Compact. Means India's Ramkrishna Mukkavali. His name is Ramkrishna Mukkavali. He is the first Indian to get global recognition. Means he has been recognized globally for water management by United Nations Global Compact UNGC. Okay. So we are going through international affairs. For national affairs, please visit our site and do watch the videos. US has become the first country in the world to pass a right to repair law for digital electronics. It will require manufacturers to make tools, information, software available to the consumer and independent repair shop. Who has become the first country to do this type of activities? US has become the first country in the world to pass a right to repair. A law has been passed by US, that is right to repair law for digital electronics. It's for digital electronics. It will acquire the manufacturer to make tools, information, software available to the consumers and independent repair shop. Viewers, Very soon we will be going to start Bihar special section. We will cover the previous year's question, Bihar current affair, and Bihar GK. So please do watch our regularly for Bihar section. It will be very important for the coming exam of BP 68 BPSC, that is on 12th Feb. Okay. Coming to the next point, Ecuador, Mozambique, Malta, Japan, Switzerland have been elected as non-permanent members of the United Nations. These are the non-permanent members. I repeat, which are the countries? Ecuador, Mozambique, Malta, Japan, and Switzerland have been elected as the non-permanent members of the United Nations of Security Council for the year of 23 to 24. So you have to remember the country's name and the for the year 2023 to 24. Okay. Next point. Next point is about Indian diplomat Amandeep Singh Gill has been appointed as its ambassador for digital technology by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. So you have to remember the Indian diplomat. Who is he? Amandeep Singh Gill has been appointed as its ambassador for Digital Technology by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Coming to the next point is about World Trade Organization WTO. 12th Ministerial Conference of WTO Organization, World Health Organization, has been started from 12th June. It started from 12th June in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay. In this, Indian delegation was led by Union Ministry of Commerce and Industry, that is Piyush Goyal. Means Piyush Goyal visited in Switzerland for WTO meeting, which was held on 12th June. Coming to the next point, it's very important. It's for the first time in India. EU have launched consultation in Brussels, the capital of Belgium. For the first time in India, EU United Union have launched the consultation of Brussels, the capital of Belgium. The consultations were co-chaired by Somnath Ghosh, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Defense, and Sandeep Chakravarti, Joint Secretary, Minister of External Affairs. Means these person have co-chaired, that is Somnath Ghosh, and the other one is Sandeep Chakravarti. You have to remember these two names because it's for the first time in India, EU have launched the consultations capital of Belgium. Okay. Coming to the next point. Recently, India and Israel have signed a vision statement to enhance cooperation in the field of defense sector. It has been signed between India and Israel, and it is signed a vision statement to enhance the cooperation in the field of defense. Next point. A.R. Rahman has been appointed as the ambassador of India and UK together Region of Culture program with aims to boost the collaboration among the emerging artists of both the countries. I mean, both the countries will be benefited of India and UK, and he has been appointed as the ambassador of India UK Together season of cultural program with aim to boost the collaboration among the emerging artists of both the countries of India and UK. Okay. Coming to the next point, the foundation stone for high-tech park was laid in Khulna, Bangladesh with the help of India. This park will promote technology based on industry. 12 high-tech parks will be set up in Bangladesh under India's line of credit. How much park will be set up? It will be 12, and it's the foundation stone for high-tech park was laid in Khulna, Bangladesh with the help of India. Means Bangladesh will help the high-tech parks with the help of India, and there will be 12 high-tech park under the India's line of credit. Means India will support Bangladesh financially. Next point, the 110th session of International Labour Conference was held in Geneva, Switzerland. India's Labour and Employment Minister Bhupendra Yadav addressed the conference. Means 110th session was held in Labour Conference was held in Geneva, and India's Labour Minister in Labour and Employment Minister Bhupendra Yadav addressed the conference. Okay. Coming to the next point. Recently, Australian researchers have discovered 4,500-year-old, the world's largest plant. It's the world's largest plant. It's a species of seagrass. means it was found in sea or ocean. It's a species of seagrass which has been named Posidonia australis. Means it is named at Posidonius australis. It is found by Australian research, and it was 4,500-year old largest plant. The plant was largest, okay, and you have to remember it is 4,500-year old. Okay. Next point, Asia's Security Conference Shangri-La Dialogue was held in Singapore. It was held in Singapore where 40 countries included India have participated. Means you have to remember how many countries participated there. 40 countries, and it's Asia's Security Conference Shangri-La Dialogue. So Shangri-La Dialogue was held in Singapore. Those who have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it so that you can benefit it from our each and every videos and links. And please do like and share the link with the other people. Next point, on the occasion of Buddha Purnima, 4 relics of Lord Buddha belonging to Kapilvastu will be displayed at Batsagan temple in Mongolia. Means on the occasion of Buddha Purnima, the 4 Buddha belongings related to Kapilvastu will displayed at Batsagan temple in Mongolia. You have to remember the place name that is in Mongolia, and it's about Gautam Buddha. Next point, the 8th IPU Global Conference of Young Parliamentarians was organized in Egypt. It was 8th IPU about the young parliamentarians. It was organized in Egypt over the topic of climate change. It was based on the topic of climate change, in which Nagaland's first female Rajya Sabha MPS Fangong Konyak has been representing India. Means who will represent from India? She is from Nagaland, and she is the first female Rajya Sabha MPS Phongyang Konyak. To remember, you have to remember the name MPS Konyak from Nagaland. Okay. Coming to the next point, 12th high-speed guard boats have been handed over to Vietnam by Rajnath Singh during his visit to Vietnam. 12th high-speed guard boats who has been handed to Vietnam by the Minister Rajnath Singh during his visit to Vietnam. When he visited Vietnam, he has handed 12th high-speed guard coast to Vietnam government. Coming to the next point, India was recognized as the country of the year for the contribution of Indian startup across the world at Viva Tech 2020, the largest startup conference held in Europe. It's the largest startup conference which was held in Europe, and it was recognized as the country of the year and the contribution of Indian startup across the world, and it is named as Viva Tech 2020. Coming to the next point, the Union Ministry of Commerce of Industry of India, Piyush Goyal, inaugurated Mango Festival in Brussels, Belgium. Means he has inaugurated the Mango Festival. He is the Commerce and Industrial Minister to increase the marketing of Indian mangoes in Europe. It is for the development of marketing of Indian mangoes in European countries. Next point, the 14th BRICS Summit. Remember, its 14th BRICS Summit was held virtually on 23rd June 2022, which was held in 23rd June, hosted by China. The theme of the conference was promoting a high quality BRICS partnership. The theme of this summit was 14th BRICS Summit theme was promoting a high quality BRICS partnership, usher in a new era of global development. Do you have to remember the theme's name? That was promoting a high quality BRICS partnership. It was held in 23rd June, and it is 14th BRICS Summit. Okay, you have to remember all these facts. For our national current affairs section, you have to watch our last classes videos which complete the whole national current affair. Okay, and now we are going through international affair. Coming to the next point, a meeting of the government of the Commonwealth countries was held in Rwanda from 20th to 25th June The Indian delegation was held by External Affairs Minister, that is S. Jaishankar. The Ministry of Commonwealth countries was held Rwanda and from 20 to 25th June. Okay, and it was the Indian delegation was led by External Affairs Minister, that is S. Jaishankar. Okay, coming to the next point, a meeting of G7 countries was held on 26 June in Alps, Bavarian Alps. The meeting of G7 was held on 26 June and in place of Bavarian Alps of Germany. Here, $600 billion aid to developing countries to tackle the climate change means it was held in Germany, and there have been $6,000 billion help was given to the developing countries to tackle their climate change problem. The problems which will be developed through climatic condition, these money will provide to tackle that condition. Coming to the next point, a 5-day United Nations Ocean Conference organized in Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, on 27 June. Means on 27 June, a 5-day United Nations Ocean Conference was organized in Portugal, that Lisbon, that is in Portugal, and it was co-hosted by Portugal and Kenya. Means Kenya was also the partner of this conference. Union Minister means from India, Union Minister Jiten Singh led the Indian side. Means from India, Jiten Singh has participated, and it was a conference of between Portugal and Kenya. Okay. Coming to the next point, an initiative called Partners in Blue Pacific was launched by the US, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and UK. An initiative called Partners in the Blue Pacific. It's a Blue Pacific and was launched by the USA, Australia, and New Zealand, Japan, and UK. What was its aim? Its aim is to counter China in the Indo Pacific region and enhance the cooperation with the smaller island countries. Those the small islands countries can participate in Indo Pacific region. Okay. So this was to aim to this its aim to counter China, means it's against China. Okay. Coming to the next point, the world's largest fresh fish stingray has been discovered in the Mekong River of Cambodia. It's the world's largest freshwater fish stingray has been discovered in the Mekong region of Cambodia. So you have to remember the river's name. Next point. Recently, Russian journalist Dmitry Murtavo has sold his Nobel Peace Prize for helping the children in Ukraine. During the Russian-Ukraine war, the Russian journalist Dmitry Murtavo has sold his Nobel Peace Prize. Means he has sold his Nobel Peace Prize for the helping the children in Ukraine. Okay, he did a noble job. Next point. Qatar's Hamad International Airport was declared the best airport in the world at the Skytrack World Airport Award 2022 held in France. It was a Skytrack World Airport Award 22 and it was held in Qatar. Hamas International Airport was declared as the best airport. Qatar's Hamad International Airport is declared as best airport in the world, and the Skytrack Airport Awards was held in France. Means this was held in France. Next point. Remember, we are going through our international current affair. Okay. Ruchira Kamboj has been appointed as the next permanent representative of the India to the United Nations, succeeding T.S. Tirumurti. Who is she? Ruchira Kamboj has been appointed as the next permanent representative of India to the United Nations after T.S. Tirumurti. Okay. Next point. The largest bacteria ever discovered in mangrove swamp of Caribbean second group named as Thiomargarita. It's the largest bacteria ever discovered in the mangrove swamp of Caribbean second, and the name of this is Thiomargarita. It is 5,000 times larger than other bacteria that can be seen with the naked eye. Means the bacteria is 5,000 times larger than the other bacteria. So you have to remember the bacteria's name, that is Caribbean second. So it is found in mangrove swamp of Caribbean second, and it is named as Thiomargarita, and it is 5,000 times larger than the other bacteria. Okay, this all completes our international current affairs of June. Try to watch our regular video for the next international current affairs. Keep watching for new updates. Thanks.